to our viewers. I'm Adrienne Ferguson, and we are here today in Orlando, Florida with Congressman Madison Cawthorn. Thank you for being here today, Congressman. So yesterday you spoke on this stage. What are your thoughts about CPAC so far?
Well, Adrienne, thank you so much. First of all, I'm very glad it's being held in Florida right now because this is really the freest state, I believe, in the entire union right now. But I genuinely believe that what we're seeing at CPAC is a move towards the blue-collar party, the party that's here for the people of America, not necessarily just the elites on Wall Street. Mm-hmm. And that's what I think our party's moving towards. It's really an America first, a lot of populism, but still holding to our core principles. Right. And I think it's a really great move for us. And I'm enjoying the time here. I'm enjoying being with the people. It's great.
Absolutely. What do you think the future of the GOP party looks like?
Now, that's a great question. Obviously, there's a major divides in the Republican Party right now based around President Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people I get asked all the time, do you think this is the party of Trump? And I think even if you were to ask President Trump himself, he would probably say, no, this is not the party of me. This is the party of the American people. I was just the face of it. And now, he's passed the torch off to a lot of young conservatives like myself, like you, Adrienne. I've seen a lot of your work. And I believe that you and I are probably getting involved. And the reason why there's a lot of young people getting involved in the Republican Party, because we realize that our country is heading down a very dangerous road. And if we don't start doing something now, when we're 50 and normally would get into politics, we won't have a country to inherit.
Absolutely. That's perfect answer for my next question. What called you to run?
I want to have kids. So I just got married, really excited about it.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And so, we're always having the normal conversations of how many kids do you want, when do you want to have them. And to think that I would have to raise my children in a culture where they're taught that America is a racist, xenophobic, terrible place, to think that I have to raise them in a culture where they have to be afraid what they're going to say or they might get canceled, where they're going to be in a culture where they grow up just so extraordinarily divided, that's something that really breaks my heart. So that's why I wanted to get involved now to try and fix what's going on.
And how has your experience as the youngest congressman elected been so far?
Well, Adrienne, thank you very much for that question. The reason it's been interesting, and this is an encouragement I want to give to young people all over, no matter what you're doing. Tucker Carlson had a great quote the other day. He's like, my advice to young people is go take that job that you're unqualified for. Try and get it. And the reason is when you go to a job and you're the youngest person, or you kind of got there before you can, everyone's either going to think you're haughty, or they're going to think that you are that you're arrogant, that you don't know what you're doing, and they're going to marginalize you. Absolutely. The only way to disprove that is not with any amount of saying, back when I was 19 years old, I opened this business. It's not going to work. What you have to do is prove it with competence. Absolutely. And so, obviously coming into Congress as the youngest person, I had to prove myself. But, we're here to be very serious legislators and actually help the people of the United States.
And there's so many people today that just aren't feeling too optimistic about the next 4 years, hopefully just 4 years. Any words of encouragement? What can we do to persist in the fight for America and conservative ideals and values?
Well, I think we would be remiss if we didn't mention, the egregious amount of voter fraud that happened in the 2020 election. And, we don't get into all those details, but I do want to encourage the people, especially those in the Republican Party. We are working, my teams, with the North Carolina House to get some laws in place that will protect election security. I know Ron DeSantis, talked to him yesterday. He's working the same thing in Florida. And we're going to shop these to all the state legislators all across the country to make sure that everyone's voice is heard and that it counts. And when that happens, I genuinely believe that our country is going to move in a better direction. And so I know that right now it seems bleak, it seems dim, but the Democrats, the way they're legislating is through executive order. So they have very few laws. They haven't passed any actual laws. So as soon as we get Joe Biden out of the White House, we will be able to remove everything that he's done. And then we'll do it the right way. We'll do it with the people's representatives in Congress.
Right, absolutely. You're starting so many trends here for so many young Americans. So thank you so much for your time, for joining us on Right Side Broadcasting, Congressman.
Absolutely. Adrienne, thank you so much. It's an honor.
Absolutely. You're welcome.